Hello, friends, welcome back. So, this is how I started my week. I had this order to be dispatched last week, so during the weekend, I could do the packing. The artwork was done on a stretch canvas, so I had to wire it, and I am using these small nails. I bought this box from IKEA and even this black decker box with all the tools. I bought this from IKEA a few years back and has been a lifesaver ever since. I mostly use these drill bits for making holes on my canvas boards or the harder plastics even. This time I need to drill 2 holes on the back side of the canvas board so that I could use the wire which could be used for the hanging purpose. I'm trying to use the smallest drill bit, but somehow I have lost one and I'm just using the next size. So I believe I could use the smallest eye pin for that. I'm just going to give it a try anyways. Earlier in some cases I have even added just a single hook on the canvas wooden board, but I prefer adding a wire because after hanging, when you have the wire part, the artwork would look much better on the wall, and it's much more neater to be displayed that way. Otherwise, if it's using a hook, I always felt that the alignment is not even. So I start with marking some points, taking equal distance from top of the canvas, and I mark some points and add the drill bits to make holes. And after that I'm trying to insert these smaller eye pin, and it worked. Next, it's time to varnish the artwork once again. I believe I had already given one coat earlier, soon after completing this work, but now I have cleaned it again, removed all the dust particles in between all these textures. I had let it dry overnight and now I am varnishing it again. I'm using the gloss finish varnish from Liquitex. It dries comparatively really quickly, so I let it rest for a couple of hours, and after that I just started packing. When it comes to packing such artworks with heavy textures, especially when it's not framed and the textures pushing outwards, it's really complicated. So I need to make a plan prior to starting this whole process, and it always takes a couple of hours to complete the whole packing. So for this one, I measured the total depth of the textures, and with that depth I created few square shapes with the cardboard leftovers, and I made 4 of them. So I'm hoping these blocks will hold this texture intact, and I will cover it with yet another larger piece of cardboard. So now all these texture will be safely held together. After keeping everything in place, I have used the masking tape to stick it on place. So this is kind of the sideway view of how the artwork is staying intact. You can notice that the top of the artwork is still not touching the cardboard, so it would stay like this and will reach its forever home so safely. That night I had to do the packing, and since I was taking videos as well, it was taking longer hours than usual. Most of the time, I get asked if I have any help to handle these shipments. No, usually every week I dispatch these orders, and now it has become a practice and has become part of a lifestyle, and I really enjoy this part as well. For artworks of larger dimension, I give it for framing, for custom framing, and after that, me and my husband do the packing. Next day morning, the DHL person came at my door to pick up this package. Since the order was through Saatchi Art online gallery and they had arranged the pickup service, so it is really easy all the time. And I couldn't shoot that part as well. Yesterday, that is June 5th, was celebrated as World Environment Day. And as part of those World Environment Day celebrations, I was part of this group exhibition, The World We Live In, which was organized by Doha Women's Forum. And it was happening at Doha Festival City. And the exhibition is open until June 30th. They were featuring artworks of 10 women artists who were all working around the theme of environment or sustainability, and it was a great platform for us as artists with similar ideas or wavelength to be under one roof to exhibit the same themed artworks. It is always a pleasure and an experience meeting other artists working on different mediums and different ideologies, and getting to know them and their artworks and their style and interacting with them. Especially during the past couple of years, we all were missing this sort of physical interaction and exhibitions and gatherings, isn't it? In a group exhibition, I love the fact that each artworks and the style of the artist are different and so unique in its own way. I was exhibiting 4 of these artworks of coral reef theme, and 2 of them were colorful and was portraying the beauty of live corals, and 2 of them were white and representing or emphasizing the effects of coral bleaching because of the global warming or rise in temperature. This artwork was a photograph by a Qatari artist, Fatima. Her artwork also emphasized the effects of plastic pollution, and this is a digitally created artwork from another artist named Trisha. I wanted to capture close-ups of remaining artworks as well, but forgot while talking and interacting with the artist. Hope you all enjoyed watching this small video. Do let me know in comments, and stay tuned for much more interesting art journey updates.